Hey gun people, gonna do a little old school stuff here, cleaning up, finding all kind of things. You see Smokey the War Kitty back there. That's an old sleeping bag that I had. Shit, I'll probably issue that in 1978, 79. It's down, it's pretty nice, it's very warm. It had a cut in it, I put some duct tape over it. I used it for years for a lot of things, and I found it laying around, and Smokey, that's his new favorite place. He loves to sit on that down sleeping bag with just feathers in there, and he curls up and he's just as warm as can be out here in the garage. But anyway, wanted to talk about a few little, there's some good news here lately. I'll probably got to move this back. So I've been doing a few news videos, but it's kind of rainy out here, just kind of running around finding some old stuff. Figured I'd go down for some of you youngsters, if there's any youngsters out there. How many of y'all know what this is? James Bond. I can cut laser. I can do all kind of things. It's a pager. And it's actually the upgraded fancy pager because I can actually get a little message. When pagers first came out, they're only about this big, they take one little battery. And hell, I don't even know if people, they still use these? They still have pagers? I mean, whatever, with a cell phone, I would think these are gone. But I just dug this out as my old police pager, and again, when pagers first came out, it would just beep, and that was your clue to get to a phone, either a pay phone or borrow someone's phone, and call back to the primary station, and they would give you a message. And then they got more advanced to where the next pager that came out, you could actually put in a number to call. So instead of just always calling back to there, if somebody called the station and said, hey, can you have an officer call me on this, or I've got this, or, you know, detective needed a question on this or something, they would actually put a phone number in here, so when it went off, I could look at it, I could go to a phone and dial that number, and I would know to call them. And normally cops would put 911 if it was an emergency after the number or before the number. So we knew that it was a priority, you know, call them right away. And then they got even fancier to where you could actually send text messages. And then they got to where you could use, you had little audio messages. But, and again, we used to have, I mean, we had these set up for if we were doing dope buys or undercovers. These had little receivers, and, you know, it was audio so we could hear. It was like wearing a wire. Because everybody had a pager, all the drug dealers, everybody had pagers, and we could figure out what was going on. And so our cops would always have these, and they were wired. We could hear what was going on. Instead of wearing a wire, if they would search, they would just see the pager. It would actually work and look like a pager. But I just found this, and I was like, holy shit, I didn't know I had that. And then I found my old ticket book from Vallejo. So if somebody wants a ticket, I'll send you a ticket. Send me a self-addressed envelope if you live in Vallejo or something, you want to mess with one of your buddies. I don't even know if they use these damn tickets anymore. These, so I don't think there's dates on them because we'd write in the date. But this was the old tickets from Vallejo. I think I found one from West Sac and Sacramento or CHP. I threw most of them away, but I hadn't found this little ticket book in a while, so and again, when you have cops have their ticket books, they're putting things on it like certain codes, certain traffic violations that you write a lot, and different things. So a lot of guys will put all kind of different things in here. Always had a calendar so you can pick your court date or whatever. But I don't even know if they still carry these ticket books because now everything's automatic. So then I found this old sucker. When I was like 16, they used to give us a Police Explorer in Dallas. I probably would like to donate this if Dallas had a police museum. I should probably call them, or if somebody knows anybody in Dallas that would like to put, if they still have, they used to issue these little badges to the Police Explorers. I remember getting pulled over and be like, oh cool. Hey man, I'm a police explorer. Cop be like, well you should know better. You're out here flashing that and get my ass chewed. and then these little old military bags we used to have just for a grab bag. I mean, this was like before go bag, and they had the big backpacks. These were kind of like your little day pack or your go bag. And I just keep one of my little pistols in here. Little AK pistol. You'd never know it was in there. You got a little bag, gotta grab it, go, got some extra ammo. Nice little AK. So, found that lying around. And then these are old school. I don't think the military carries these anymore. They may. Maybe the Army carries them. I think most of them carry it on their packs or their LBs. They have special weight. I mean, these are just a 3-pack of your 30-round mags. And this is what we used to get issued when we were working. You'd get 2 of these, which is 180 rounds. 3 times 9. No, that wouldn't be it. 3 times 9 is 27. That's 270. Right? 30 rounds? 30, 60, 90. Oh yeah, 90 and 90. 99 is 8. Yeah, that's it. I think 180 rounds or 100. I don't freaking know with the standard load. You usually have 2 of these in one of your gun. So you'd have 6 mags, and then one of your gun was just 7 mags, which was a standard day load. And they were normally 30-round mags, and military guys know this, but if you ever accidentally, on purpose, shoot at shit while you're out, and they count your rounds when you come back, because they used to count your rounds, and since they were 30-round mags, the way they would check them is they would just try to press on the top. And if it didn't go down, they knew it was a fully loaded mag. So if you ever have to turn in a mag that you accidentally shot around or you dropped it and lost it, a pencil, a number 2 pencil works perfect. You just break it off, unload your mag, load the pencil first, and then load all the rounds on top. And then when you turn your mag in, they would check it, and it'd be full. Now it sucks for the next guy that needs that 30th round, and he loads a stinking pistol, a pencil. But you know what? When you're trying to avoid the shit, a pencil's a good way out. And again, these are great. If you find these laying around or at the Army Navy store, you keep these loaded with 3 mags. You got, 3 30-round mags, 90 rounds you can throw. If you need to get to a buddy, you can have a couple of these. Put these in a day pack, 2 or 3 of these. If you need to hand out some mags real quick, you just throw one of these. They got 3 30-round mags. And again, that's what's nice about the AR platform or the M16, whatever. They all fit. So, I found an old Slim Jim. I don't know if you guys know what these still are. If they don't use these too much because they have the blocks now on the doors, but this is what most cops used to carry to break into cars. Either if we got a warrant, the guy wouldn't have the key, or he says, I lost the key, or you ain't going in my car, screw you. We'd just break into it. And we'd let people out on lockouts if they got locked out, but it's got a hook in case it was a pull. You slide down there and a little lever for the little thing. You hook the bar and it would unlock the door if you pull up. And some of them were a push, so you'd get this little piece right here and you get it right on the bar and you'd push down and that would push and unlock it. So it was either a push-pull. You learn what cars work with which. I mean, if you really could, you'd get through the door and actually hook the little lock itself and pull it up. But again, I don't know if they sell these or if these are illegal or what the hell's going on now. But anyway, I just thought it was kind of neat. Figured I'd share some old school shit because I know probably some of my viewers are young. I know some of the guys are going to the academy, etc. And they probably don't remember when there wasn't cell phones in there. I mean, we'd go to a crime scene, if the radio went down, or if there was too many people on the radio, you were screwed. I mean, later on, usually when radios were first coming out, when you squeeze a radio, only one person could talk and you would block out everyone else. So if dispatch and you talked, nobody else could hear anybody. And then they got to where there was multiple channels, so if you keyed, it would transfer you to another channel that wasn't busy, and it got more a little advanced. But I mean, when we had radios, I mean, for years, when CHP, I've got on my website where those 4 CHP cops got killed from bad tactics when they finally changed their tactics, when they used to make the guys put the rounds in their hands, keep the range clean because they're anal CHP and they're all about their image and not about effectiveness. So they got 4 guys killed. Then they finally, somebody CHP went, you know what? Even though we're the best #1 perfect agency, maybe we should change our training because we just got 4 guys killed from 1 or 2 guys on a traffic stop and they killed 4 of our guys. And that was the big turning point where CHP changed their training. But, hell, I forgot where I was going all that. But, oh yeah, the radio, CHP radios. For years, when you got out of your car, they didn't have portable radios. The radios were on the cars only. So if you couldn't get back to your car, if you didn't talk at your car, you were done. So once you got out of your car and you went to a call, there was no way to check on your status. They didn't know what you were doing. They didn't know, I mean, you had to get back to your car. Then they came out with the radio that your car was like a repeater. So if you had this radio, you had to be within so many feet of your car, and then your car would transmit when you keyed your mic. Then they got radios that actually went to the station that were powerful, and then they got the bigger radios to where they were repeaters. and they had repeaters around, so as long as you were close to one of the repeaters, you could get to the station as places got bigger. So, I mean, radios have come a long way. We went from pagers to no pagers. I mean, before pagers, you weren't around and you weren't sitting by your home. They just getting in touch with you. I mean, they called. And I'm going to do a video on a recall process, or how to plan on my one of my Revolution series about contacting people and how you should have a plan on how people are notified in case there is a operation, mission, shit at the fan, whatever. There needs to be a plan about that. I'm going to go over that in a Revolutionary series. But just taking a little pat down, old school, and if anybody wants a Vallejo ticket, send me a self-addressed envelope in the mail to my P.O. box, and I'll stick a ticket in there. I don't give a shit. And if you want to mess with your friends and write them a ticket for being an asshole or being a stupid liberal or whatever, and give them a ticket, great. I mean, I'm pretty sure Vallejo isn't tracking hell. I don't even know what these numbers are. What are these damn numbers? Somebody will send them this video and go, God damn it, he's giving out their tickets. Those are controlled items. Who's responsible for taking that back? Shut up. Nobody gives a shit about these damn tickets. Hell, they don't even give tickets like that anymore. How many copies has this got? 1, 2, 4 copies? No, 3 copies. All right. So it's got 3 copies, and it says noticed up here, but that's the ticket. Anyway, so that's a trip down memory lane, just a quick one here. I'm going to do another news because there's some really great news today about that burning and the criminal investigation and how that's going. It's kind of rainy. I was just cleaning up in here and cleaning up in there and doing shit, and I went, let me just knock some of this old shit out, because I'm sure there's some old timers out there, I say old timers like my age, who are like, oh shit, I remember that. I remember that. So as you youngsters get older, you're going to look back and go, man, I remember the first freaking computer. And I don't know if you guys even remember this. Hell, I still have one. I think I just threw it away or gave it away. It was an old Apple, and you had these big floppy disks, and the only way you'd boot it is you'd turn it on, you'd put one in, and you'd have to take that out. Maybe it was a Commodore or something before Apple. And then you'd have to slide in the other disk, and then it would load, and that was it. That was how, and that was just when the internet was like starting, and I almost bought into Google. And I'm like, man, I like that Google. I ought to buy some of that stock. And I went, it'll probably fail, and I'm not going to waste my money. Or I kicked myself in the ass for that one, because I could have got in when it was cheap and just starting out. But, you know, when you had to get on the internet then, it was like, like sending a fax and connecting on the dial-up, and you could only do so. I mean, it was, you guys don't appreciate how advancement has made it so much nicer with cell phones and the ability to get on the internet anywhere and check your emails and everything. I mean, communication, everything's great. It's almost spoilt people, because now most people can't go anywhere without a phone. I leave my phone somewhere and I feel naked. Shit, we used to go all over the damn place and didn't have a phone. If we need to call somebody, we better get to a damn fay phone or go knock on someone's door, and hopefully they'll let us use their phone. All right, well, in that there goes one of my horses out roaming around. Where you going, Mr. T? Where you going, you big old boy? I don't know if you guys saw him or not. He's roaming around out there. There he goes. All right, well, in that there.